Gang! Welcome back to another episode of Wednesday Night SmackTalk. And on this episode of Wednesday Night Talk, we are back in a normal capacity. Last week, we released KKPL Presents a SmackTalk Christmas. And from what I can see by the comments on the video and people stopping me in the street and just everybody's reaction is that it was pretty good. So thank you for liking the album, and I also thank Darcy for producing the album and all the people who worked on it for making songs for it, and for Sebby for making the whole thumbnail and all that, and Sebby for making something I'm announcing right now. Singles. Sebby made pictures for the singles, but every song that was on the Christmas album, all 10 of them, including the hidden bonus track, will be up on their own separate YouTube video for you to watch, so you don't have to go back to the SmackTalk and look at the timestamps and do that. They're all up right now as we speak on their own playlist. You're welcome. And I didn't flood your inboxes with notifications either, because I figured out a way to turn it off. So, I did good on this one. But I thank you for liking the Christmas album. And now it's time to move on to normal Smack Talk. As you can tell from last week, we didn't go over TLC because it was a Christmas album. This week we will. You will find out who won at TLC, starting with our first match at TLC. It was Brandon versus Zach, and the match was for Zach's Money in the Bank briefcase. Now, if you didn't watch TLC predictions, I hope you will. Just go back and watch it like right now. I mean, pretty good video. Just go back and watch it. But if you don't want to, that's why I'm here. Like I said, the Money in the Bank briefcase is on the line, but Zach cashed in on this match. He spoke with the committee, and he got something in the bylaws to where you don't have to cash in on a title match. You can cash in at any point that you want to cash in on. And he decided that he really needed to win this match, so he went for it. You cashed in on Brandon in the match that was for his Money in the Bank briefcase. That's what got Brandon in the match. It's a master strategic move from Zach, but also quite possibly a terrible blunder as well. But this match means a lot to him. Let's see if he could win. So if you don't know the rules of the Money in the Bank briefcase, you get 3 matches automatically added on to your entire score. You get 3 points. You get to be 3-0. So going into this match, Zach was 3-0, and they predicted, and well, they predicted a lot different. So here we go. First match was New Day versus Hurt Business, and Brandon picked the Hurt Business to win. Zach picked the New Day to win, and the Hurt Business did in fact win. Brandon got 1 up. Now Zach's only up by 2. Next match, we have Sasha Banks versus Carmella. Brandon picked Sasha Banks. Zach picked Carmella. Sasha Banks did in fact win the match, which means that Brandon is now, well, Brandon's down by 1. Then we have another one. We have Roman Reigns versus Kevin Owens. They both picked Roman Reigns. They were both right. Then we have Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler versus Asuka and somebody that is to be determined. That somebody was Charlotte. And I'm sure if Brandon knew, he probably would have picked Charlotte and Asuka, but he didn't. He picked Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler. Zach picked Asuka and to be determined, thinking it was Charlotte. It was Charlotte, and he got that one right. Zach's up by 2 with 2 matches left. Then we have The Fiend versus Randy Orton. Brandon picked Randy Orton. Zach picked the Fiend. And Randy Orton did win. Brandon is down by 1 going into our final match, which is Drew McIntyre versus AJ Styles, and they both picked Drew McIntyre. Zach does, in fact, win. Just narrowly. Just narrowly. If he didn't cash in that Money in the Bank briefcase, he would not have won, but he did. He really wanted to win, and he did. Now, the pre-match polls I would like, or post-match polls really is what it is, I would like to describe. I would like to see who people thought was going to win. First, we had, on the Twitter, we had Brandon get 63% of the votes, which is Zach's 38. Brandon is the favorite on that. And then on Discord, they were tied. So Brandon was the slight favorite even after Zach cashed in. I want to say I had a vote. I voted for Zach. I was right in that. And Zach gets the win over Brandon. Zach couldn't be more happy, but he's not here this week. He was on Christmas vacation. I decided to give him some more time to celebrate, some more time to hang out with his Money in the Bank briefcase before he's got to relinquish it back to me. Next week you will see Zach, and he has a big announcement for you. He told me personally he's got something big. So there you go with that. Now, our next match was for the TV Championship. We had Darcy versus the Masked Man. And I'm going to do our pre-match polls first this time. Damn it, post-match polls. I'm sorry, guys. We had pre-match polls, and we got post-match polls. Now, after the post-match polls, since there was no Money in the Bank briefcase cashed in this time, it was 0-0. So that shouldn't affect people. We had Darcy get 63% of the votes, just like Brandon did, to Masked Man's 38%. And on Discord, we had Darcy get 4 votes to 0 votes from Masked Man, which means Darcy is the heavy betting favorite going into TLC. Let's see if he was the winner. First off, we have them both picking the Hurt Business. Then we have them both picking Sasha Banks. Then we have Roman Reigns versus Kevin Owens. Darcy picked Roman Reigns. Masked Man picked Kevin Owens. And Darcy was right. Darcy is up 1. Then we have Nia Jackson, Shayna Baszler versus Asuka and Charlotte. Darcy picked Jackson Baszler. Masked Man picked Asuka and Charlotte. And Asuka and Charlotte got the win. It is back to tied. Now, they also picked Bianca Belair versus Bayley. That match happened on SmackDown before TLC. I let them predict it because I let them. And it didn't matter, but they both picked Bayley anyways. And then we also had Drew McIntyre versus AJ Styles. Darcy picked AJ Styles. Masked Man picked AJ Styles. They both picked the same, which leaves us with one match. The actual main event of TLC. This match, we didn't know who was going to win until the final second. The Fiend versus Randy Orton. Darcy goes with the Fiend. Masked Man with Randy Orton. Randy Orton did set the Fiend ablaze, and Randy Orton won the match, which means, and still, your TV champion, the Masked Man. And well, he's got something. There it is. All right, I don't really know what that was, but we have one more match at TLC. Woo! 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 baby. Let's get hype. This is the Triple Threat KKPL Championship #1 contenders match. Now, it's between Sebby, Lou, and the Business Man. Our first match is the Hurt Business. Oh, sorry. Got a little confused. The Hurt Business versus the New Day. Business Man picked the Hurt Business. Sebby and Lou picked the New Day. The Hurt Business did in fact win. Brand name Man is up by 1 already. Then we have them all picking Sasha Banks. Then we have them all picking Roman Reigns. Then we have them all picking Drew McIntyre. Then we have them all picking The Fiend. And that leaves us with one match. One more match. Now, before I move on to that match, I want to tell you who the betting favorite was for TLC in this match. We have Business Man getting 2 votes, Lou getting 1 vote, and Sebby getting 0 votes on Discord. Business Man gets the slight edge. Then on Twitter, Lou got 43% of the votes, Sebby got 14% of the votes, and Business Man also got 43% of the votes. Lou and Business Man tie on Twitter. Business Man I just hit the fuck out of myself. Sorry. Business Man takes a slight edge on Discord. Business Man is the very, very slight betting favorite, only behind Lou, and Sebby is way, way down as the underdog. Now, the final match. Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler versus Asuka and TBD, which was Charlotte. Keep in mind, Business Man is up by 1 going into this match, so he cannot lose. He cannot lose. He has clinched, at the very least, a tie. We have Business Man picking Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler, Sebby picking Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler, and Lou picking Asuka and Charlotte. Asuka and Charlotte did in fact win the match, which means Lou and the Business Man tied at TLC. They are both #1 contenders. But we do have a loser in Sebby. A man who was, well, a person who was on a streak. A winning streak. He couldn't lose. And now he's here to talk to you. Here he is.
Of course it was Charlotte. Of course it was Charlotte. Of course it was Charlotte. Why didn't I expect TBD to be anybody else but Charlotte? Shut up, bottle. So now I put myself in a position now where I'm in a tag match that I don't want to be in when I could have been in a championship match. I could have been in a championship match right now. But no, I had to go with the safe bets. And look where that got me. And by the way, chat. Hey, chat. Tonight is your chance to get some more ammunition on me. Because guess what? That loss was on me. Nobody else but me. So you know what? Have fun with that. Have fun with all of that. Just for that, I'm adding another minute to this promo. God, why? You know, it wouldn't be so bad if it was like a tag partner that I'd probably gel well with anyways. Because I'm fine with beating up Kang and Joe. I have no qualms with doing that. I have no qualms with being in a championship match in general. But the fact is, I have to either be with Lou, who I made a deal with early in the year, last year, and that didn't go well. Or I have to be with Business Man, who wants to eat my ass. And I sat there on my phone watching the pay-per-view, see everything unfold, and I knew in my head it's just like I'm gonna end up in a team with either a pedophile or Lou, who's Lou. God, I'm sick of this. I thought I got over this point, but no, something had to come along. You know what? It's fine. It's fine. I can learn from my mistakes and learn to be better next time, as usual. But I'm over these kind of promos. I'm over this. Deal with this. What did Business Man?
So, as Sebby stated, he will be in a tag team with either Lou or the Businessman. I announced this at TLC Predictions. The two losers would get a tag team championship match at the Royal Rumble against me and Joe. Now, we have a tie. How do we break this tie? Well, we actually have a pretty simple solution. And, well, here's Mikey with that solution.
Hello everybody, it's Mikey Carbs, your KKPL champion, and I am here to tell you who my next opponent will be. Now, I know what you're thinking, he always picks his opponent, but this isn't my decision here. It's because two idiots decided they have to tie, and quite frankly, when you're the champion, you get to make some decisions. Now, like in the past, I did get to pick my opponent one time, but that's gonna factor into who I'm choosing in this time, because last time I got to choose my opponent, I chose Lou, and everybody threw a shit fit. He's only picking people that are easy, he's trying to pick his friends, and the part that I didn't understand is Lou gave me blowback for picking him to go against me. So, maybe that's a factor. What else could be a factor in who I'm choosing? Oh, hey Lou, remember I asked you to sing a song and you decided to sing the Mikey Sucks Nuts song? That was hilarious, right? Let's see what else could be a factor of my decision here. The Business Man has a very funny laugh. He sounds like a pirate. It's a good factor. I'm not going to prolong this. I'm giving this opportunity to the Business Man. And here's why. I don't want to patronize you anymore, Lou. I'm sick of trying to make you a better person, and all you do is talk shit to me. If you would have just listened to me from the very beginning, you would be champion. And guess what? You would be beating me as a champion. That's what a real protege-master combination does for each other. They let the person underneath them take them over and become better than them. But you just did not want to fucking listen. Every single chance you had to throw your stupid remarks. Remember when you asked me to pick a match for you? You picked the opposite. It's those little small things. So I just don't think you deserve it. And because you're being an asshole to me anyways when I'm trying to make you a better person. So, I guess that's my decision. I won't be Sebby about this and make this a 50-minute promo. And then that's it. So, Business Man, it's on to you. I'm kind of nervous. You're the only person I said it before, you're the only person that scares me in this whole league. So, if you beat me, I'll go into the shower. I'll shower every 10 minutes like you did. I'll convert to Jesus. I will model myself after you, because you are the only person that can beat me. And hopefully, just like I tried to be Lou's master and him my protege, maybe if you beat me, I could be your protege. But that's if you beat me. I don't think you will. But you do make me a little nervous.
Now, Mikey has officially decided that at the Royal Rumble, due to Lou's actions of vitriol towards Mikey, Business Man will get that shot. Ta! And Lou will tag team. He will partner up with Sebby. So, prepare for actions and reactions next week to what just went down, just to see what the new tag team on the block is, and the new #1 contender. Let's see how he reacts. We'll have to see all that next week, but as for now, that's it. Now, I do want to tell you something very important. I want to tell you who did the best at the pay-per-view, because we celebrate people who do good. Now, our first match was Zach versus Brandon. Zach, he went 6-3, while Brandon went 5-1. Now, Zach went 6-3 because he had a 3-match advantage due to his Money in the Bank briefcase. But Brandon went 5-1. Very, very good, Brandon. But you had to go 6-0 to beat him. So you didn't. Darcy went 3-3, which is what Zach would have done. Masked Man went 4-2, good, respectable. Business Man went 4-2. Sebby went 3-3, and Lou went 4-2. Brandon did the best at this pay-per-view in a losing effort. Sorry, Brandon, but it's how it is. And the worst was a tie between Darcy and Sebby, which makes sense. That's it for this week's episode of Wednesday Night SmackTalk. Thank you for watching. We'll be back next week in a new year with big things going on, including the Royal Rumble. So thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing, and turning on notifications so you get notified whenever one of these comes out or anything else you want to see on my channel. And that's it. So check the description. And bye-bye.
THANKYOU. Thank you. Thank you. THANKYOU.
Thank you, Kang.